Still felt pretty comfortable with where I was at, but Carter was right behind me.
Previously on Ultimate Mountain Athletes.
First up on the mountain biking menu, the Flow Challenge.
Oh, he laid it down.
You think you know how to do an activity, and then someone else is just playing at a different game.
Oh!
And coming up,
I saw the clock and I was like, battle.
That was insane.
It's now time to move on to the impossible climb.
Damn, that was hard. 10 attempts, falling all over the place.
welcome back to Ultimate Mountain Athlete. I'm Craig McMorris.
And I'm Amy Ingebrigtsen. We're out here at Durango Mesa Park where we've seen our athletes drop into this 3-part mountain biking challenge.
Oh my God!
We have made our way into the second phase of this mountain biking challenge, and this is where we're gonna have the downhill race portion of this day. To get points in this part of the competition, the athletes are just racing the clock. Fastest person down wins.
We're in the middle of Carter's run, and he is absolutely bombing down that ridge.
Very quick, the fastest we've seen.
I mean, he looks like a World Cup enduro racer to me.
Right, excellent navigation, yes. Oh, just wicked through the tight turns.
Oh, he's down.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's stuck on a branch, stuck on a bush.
Devastating
He
mistake.
just lost a lot of time there. He was going so quick.
I know.
I was just like, I've absolutely blown it.
I crashed in the one corner I told myself to watch out for. I just overcooked it. Slid the front, tried to save it, went in the bush. Got like stick stuck in here, to like rip it out. Like 3 times I was like, yeah, watch out for that corner. I just absolutely blew it.
Carter did not have it in the bag. There's room here. It's a race, people. It's a race.
I'm gonna go as fast as I can. See what happens.
Carter versus Parkin on the downhill was crazy.
I feel like I definitely left the door open a little bit, so made it exciting.
I'm like bummed that I knew they'd crash, but I'm not gonna try to slow down at all. I'm gonna definitely try to go fast.
Parkin is at the top of the course, ready to drop in.
3, 2, 1.
But first, let's take a look at the other athletes' downhill runs.
I was super nervous about the top section because I was not cleaning that during the practice. Probably 10 attempts, falling all over the place.
We just dropped Anna on the downhill course. She greased the upper section. Yes. It is very technical riding on a knife edge. Then they drop into this cool rock feature, and then it's full gas on Send It all the way to the bottom.
I'm pretty nervous. The top section is pretty techy. If I can make it through this first really techy section over the rocks, along the knife edge, around the tree, then I'm just having fun the rest of the way down.
You! Top tech, scary.
Okay.
Shoot, it's fun.
That was amazing. Top tech, scary, shoot, fun. That's a beautiful haiku.
I'm most nervous about wearing the helmet, like wearing a full face, honestly, like trying to breathe through it. I've never had to wear one. And I was like wearing it around the lodge last night to get used to it. Oh my God.
She's strong, eh? She looks strong. She's on the back seat very much either. Like
No,
she's
really confident position.
chin over the bar. Like, yeah, she's like good positioning.
Wait, let me get this off. Wait, let me get this off. I hate that helmet. I think it was just a little like claustrophobic for me. And knowing that I was gonna breathe hard and like already breathing hard at the start, getting nervous. I just, didn't quite know how it was gonna go.
Mountain bike favorite Celeste on course.
Celeste was raised in North Vancouver, which is very chunky and rocky, and rode a lot of Whistler, a lot of Squamish, so she's very adept at the chunky.
Celeste was obviously killing it. And yeah, seeing her in the lower bit, she was just flowing really nicely. Looking like she was on an e-bike. She was absolutely flying.
Wow, I'm so glad that's done. That was so fun.
Was it the most fun event?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I love mountain biking.
We did it. We made it down.
Yeah.
We made it down. I can say that the ladies absolutely took on this challenge with so much grit and determination. They are absolutely crushing it out here.
And now it's the men's turn, starting with McRae.
I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna be my strong suit. It's definitely just been a test of the endurance. It was cool, it's definitely humbling.
Doesn't get any easier.
And now, a chance for Thorn's redemption after his fall in the flow race.
Oh, look how quick he is, left and right, left and right.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no!
Within biking, I'm better at like technical riding than jumping, but definitely took a hit on the downhill.
With our points leader falling on both his mountain bike runs, the opportunity is there for Parkin to swoop in and steal some points.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be exciting.
We are in the middle of our mountain biking challenge. We've had 2 washout crashes on those corners in the bottom of this course, which means the gates are wide open here in this competition. Who is gonna take this downhill challenge to the top? Is it Parkin? Can he beat out Carter?
This is Parkin's chance to capitalize on Carter's mistake, if he can put down a clean run.
I dropped into the event and definitely gave it my all. I was freaking hustling up top along this ridge line that was super fun to find a line through.
This is the pace you need.
Right.
You know, if you can have this pace and stay mistake-free, he might come in quicker.
It looks like him and Carter are at the same pace right now.
Yeah.
I think Carter and I were able to show some of our skill set, having these tech runs where we could really feel at home and try to give it our all.
He's definitely going very quick though. Like just fall into those turns, eating it up. Look at the suspension working. Oh! This big Geo just muscled it right through, no problem.
Oh my gosh.
Carter made a big mistake after this rough section.
Yeah.
Down at the bottom, he made a big mistake. So if Parkin can stay clean through there, he might make it up.
Yeah.
I think he pulled ahead now. Even though he might have gone a little bit slower, he didn't make that mistake, and now I think he's in the lead.
I was super impressed with his riding, like looking at the clock and seeing him come in, I was like, holy.
Well, he's at 4 minutes.
Carter came in at 4:36, 30 seconds. It's gonna be pretty close.
Obviously knew how fast I was, and he really pushed himself, and it's gonna be, come down to that last corner.
Hard, it's gonna be very close.
Down to the wire.
Yeah, right before the finish line, there was this hard 90-degree left-hand turn, which is not easy to hit when you're going full sprint, trying to gain speed. And it was still a lot of pressure coming into the corner there, and fully thinking about it as I'm sprinting, like, you gotta slow down and make this corner.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that might have blown it for him right there.
I ended up just botching that corner, kind of set the bike down for a second, and had to get my pedals oriented, and then I saw the clock at like 4:32, and I was like, pedal, pedal, pedal.
Oh
my God.
So close.
What is he, 5 seconds out?
No, 2 seconds.
2 seconds out.
Yeah, 4:38.
Wow. What a good battle. That was
Great run.
insane.
Yeah.
It's a good battle.
Wow.
With flow and downhill challenges in the bag, it's now time to move on to the Impossible Climb, which is a piece of this event paying homage to Pink Bike, where the goal is to test our athletes' fitness and technical abilities on the bike.
The course builders here at Mesa Park have littered this climb with very technical features. I'm saying rocks, I'm seeing bridges, I'm seeing berms, what have you, making this climb next to impossible. The rules are simple. Whoever makes it the highest gets the W, with ties being broken by time.
That's right, so judges are awarding points based on ranking, and this is going to be a crucial time for these athletes to claw back those points.
I've never competed on a impossible climb before. I've heard of them, but I've never done it before. It was interesting how much of it I walked through. I was like, I'm not gonna make it to here. Oh no, we're screwed.
We went into this uphill contest thinking this is going to be a complete cardio race, because earlier in the week the course was built, but it was pretty tame, and all of us cleaned it during our first practice run. And then they were like, all right, well, I guess we just made our own bed, because we came back today for the final event, and it was apparent that the course had changed drastically from when we originally rode up this thing.
All right, well, we have our first athlete on course here for the Ultimate Mountain Athlete. Here are the rules for the Impossible Climb. You gotta stay within the flags or you're out. And you can't put your foot down. Your foot cannot touch the ground.
I think the intention of the first third of this trail is just to kind of get your heart rate up, make you a little bit tired so that the mistakes are more likely, because it gets a lot harder in the middle third. And then the last third, when we walk it, it looks very close to impossible. It'd be amazing if anyone can cross the finish line.
Who do you think's gonna get the furthest? Any predictions?
I mean, for the girls, Sienna's a strong favorite with her cross-country race background. She's used to riding pretty rough trails at kind of a low speed, which is what you need for this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting into a little bit more kind of defined obstacles. We got a couple of the first tricky.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
Well, that is sooner than I would have
She's
expected.
still stuck.
I don't even know what happened. I didn't even make it to the log.
Okay, we've got Kelsey Whittles on course right now.
It seems like the strategy's not to blow yourself out.
No, exactly.
You want to get as high up as you can.
Totally. Whoa. Whoa. Just a little bit of a turn. You got to stay in. The green markers are you're out. Or you can't dab, which means put your foot to the ground.
And she's coming into the kind of the first section of like whoops. They're kind of moguls almost.
You got to keep the momentum going. Oh, that was close, but she kept it balanced.
This is where I thought that there's going to start to be some difficulty. There's these 3 steps in a row right here that are all kind of the same. But right after that, there's this big corner. You got to go off the track and back up.
She's resting, ready for the explosion, the little sprint up and over.
Damn it. I had more to give.
Good.
Thanks.
Hey.
Yeah, girl.
I would rather do anything else. This is so unnecessary.
She definitely seems to be going
interesting.
faster than everyone else.
Time is the tiebreak. If you fall in the same move,
Right.
Yeah, that was tough, but just want to get to the top.
Yeah.
It looks like it swallows the wheels up.
they're
Okay.
really awkward spacing too.
Right, yeah, totally.
She's got to get back in
Trouble
the
sections.
track.
Did she make that?
She made that
Her
flag,
front
but
wheel
she,
did.
Yeah, she
Our back wheel went over it, but I think
she had to correct.
Okay, you can run over it, Kate.
Yeah, that's fine.
We count that.
Another one of these awkward ditches.
They are so awkward.
Oh no!
Oh, out.
I've never wanted to get better at mountain biking. I've done it as exercise. I've done it to be in the mountains with my friends and socialize, but I do have some drive now to get better at mountain biking. So that's a huge win because that will be fun.
Celeste, impossible climb, probably unlike any race you've ever done. What's your strategy right now?
Just one feature at a time. Physically, my biggest challenge has been my back. A few years ago, I was finishing off a ski season and suddenly couldn't even bend over to put my socks on. I was like feeling like I was 90 years old. I found a professional that figured out that I have really minor scoliosis. It was about to ruin my career in skiing and mountain biking and everything that I enjoyed doing. And that was scary, not knowing if it was ever gonna go away. I still have it, but I have now found a way to manage it and the pain's gone. It's like a mobility routine that I have to do pretty much every single day, and it just kind of like wakes me up for my day.
Most important question, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so. As ready as I'll ever be.
Not exactly the psych we're looking for, but okay. Timing, are you ready?
Yes.
Celeste, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, charge!
Charging.
Charging.
All right, here we go. Celeste, who's done so well so far today. I would say she's safely in the lead. And she's going to go and see how well she can do on the impossible climb.
It was surprisingly fun, actually, and not nearly as physically demanding as the air DH, surprisingly. Oh, God.
Oh, she almost got stalled out right there, right away. Is she in too hard a gear?
I came out of my pedal almost immediately. Oh, God.
She's laughing.
Yeah, she's like, seems so like she's just having a good time.
I don't know if she's serious with this, like, oh, it's not really my thing. Like, that's what she was saying at the top of the downhill, and then she, like, charged it so hard. So I think maybe do you think she's, like, gatekeeping how she really feels from us?
I think that's just the way that Celeste operates. She's extremely humble, she's extremely talented, and she kind of undersells it because she's one of the greatest athletes we've ever seen.
To Kelsey's corner here.
Up there.
Oh, shoot.
No, she just.
I think she got it.
Yeah,
I
she
think
did.
she got it. She stayed in the course. That
Got
was
it.
tight, though. She almost cut out of the course.
Yeah,
but
it was close. So this little bit of rocks right here,
Come on.
it's hard to have enough momentum coming out of that.
Oh, she just rock and rolled right over
through
it.
Like if you could
That's
send
awesome.
on another
Oh,
battle. Nope.
oh.
Yeah.
Just pedaling,
That
relentlessly
section's tough.
climbing.
That section's really tough.
Good for her.
This is our high point. So
This is
far.
our high mark.
She's setting kind of the new bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a competitive person, but only against me. I've never really been one to overthink how other people are doing or what other people are doing. I am thinking about what I failed at last time and how I can do better this time, and that's like extremely motivating.
She's got that good spin. She's got the right gear. She's pacing herself well.
Yeah, this little section's
This tight.
gonna get pretty tricky.
All right, tight. Oh.
Good for her. Celeste is on fire right now. She's locked in.
A lot of control. Come on.
Up and over the
That log
wood.
is
Wow.
tough too.
She's killing it. This is good mountain biking right here.
There was never a moment where I wasn't having fun, other than almost puking a few times.
Look at her kill it. She's killing it. Through these technical little rocks, and it's getting
so
harder
this
and
little
harder.
section by the yellow flag, I expect to be a problem for some people that can make it this high.
Oh, she's done.
Damn, that was hard.
I'm really proud of the way I did.
All right, just overall, how are you feeling?
Pretty beat. Feeling the wrath of the week for sure. It's been a long week. And just not being, 100% where I'd like to be going into a challenge like this has been tricky. Just knew right out the gate I was not feeling up for it.
It's a big thing that when you're learning, you don't realize that sometimes the faster you go, the easier it is. Yeah, the other guys were like standing up and letting their bike go, and they were gone. And he was like still sitting, and they hit him ever slightly harder because he's going slower. And then he's got a muscle left and right like that, and he's down.
Great.
McRae, what took you down?
Bush.
A bush?
Yeah.
Did it come out of nowhere?
Pretty much.
Cheers, McRae. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Are you ready to make this impossible climb possible?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
After 2 falls, this is Thorn's last chance to get some points for mountain biking. He needs to set an unreachable high point on this climb.
All right, here we go. Okay. We're on the climb trail now.
Oh, look at him. He just
He plowed right through that.
plowed right through those rocks. Yeah, good word. He's got a good spin going on, so he's going to have enough torque to get up and over these moves.
It's like not that bad.
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't swallow his wheel.
Didn't even change his facial expression.
Oh, first
Slight wobble there, but
Yeah.
muscles it out.
A little dip.
So there's these 3 steps in a row. And then we're gonna start getting a little bit more consistently tricky.
You can see he's standing though. He does stand up and he's got clearance between him and the seat, and then he gets right back to him.
Coming up on Kelsey's corner here.
He slowed down before for a little rest, just to
Okay.
pedal and keep a good pace going through the tech.
That one was kind of a mixed bag. I mean, I knew the other competitors were probably a bit more capable, but it also felt like something maybe I had a chance in, so I definitely tried my all.
This is that tighter section. It's got a bunch of really sharp corners coming up. Really tight moves.
Corners. He's making it look easy though.
Yeah, this log.
Ooh.
That log is a lot taller than it looks. Coming up pretty soon. There's this kind of loose side hill.
He's pedaling right through it though. He's keeping his
seat's still
composure.
all the way up. Okay, here's Celeste culvert.
Oh! He made it a little bit further on Celeste culvert than Celeste.
Yeah, just a tiny bit further, but same feature.
Oh, I just didn't quite get all the way inside on this one turn here, and lost a little traction in the dust, and didn't quite make the turn, so we'll take it.
I kept going later in the field, so I was able to see how guys did before me to figure out how hard I needed to push.
Parkin, now on course.
Smooth. Made those rocks look like just a smooth third transition. But
oh yeah, look how he just worked the bike in and out of there, nice and easy. Let the bike do the job. up and down, push through. Nothing has tested him so far. Look, he's almost bunny hopping over those rocks. Yeah, he's bunny hopping them. He's lifting the back wheel up and over them and airing into them.
Thorn topped out right around where Celeste topped out. And to have two athletes go down in the same spot, I was definitely like, oh, maybe this is fully a choke point. It might be hard to make it through.
Starting to get pretty close to our high point so far.
Once I got to that point where I heard Celeste and Thorn both fell down, I was able to really hone in and like ride up on top of these rocks and just get enough speed to get around this culvert section, which was pretty difficult.
Okay, wow. This is that new high point.
This is all new terrain we haven't seen.
He's as gone as far as any human has done on this race course here today.
In UMA history.
And then after that, you're sort of smooth sailing because you know you're so far the furthest guy up the field, and it was just like one piece at a time chugging away. And did another big bunny hop over this log that was pretty tough to get over. And
whoa!
He bunny hopped over that.
He's just airing this now. I think he's just playing around.
Tight turns are no problem. Up and over the rocks, yes! He's on fire now. He's locked in.
Was nearing the top, and I was able to see like the final two features. So I had a line choice, which was going to let me go wide and drop into this super techy part in a way that I thought maybe I could get pretty far up it. And as I was approaching it, I was like, oh my gosh, there's more flags here than originally.
Oh, almost! Oh!
I wanted to go wide, but the tape was in the way.
It was like 30, 40 feet from the top of the venue, so still felt pretty comfortable with where I was at, but Carter was right behind me.
Carter Krasny has yet to go. Can he beat it? Next time on Ultimate Mountain Athlete.
Can he go as far as Parkin?
It came down real close.
Back to Silverton Mountain, and this is the last chance for these athletes to get valuable points.
No prize for second place.
Wanted to show that I could bring something to the table here.
The snowfall last night, it was covering so many little rocks that we didn't know were there.
Oh, God.
Oh, and another crash.
She's a second off the time! She's a second ahead of the time! This is so exciting! You must be two-wheel drive. What's this? It's a gun rack. La 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 la. Never happened. Thank you, thank you. You concur?
Yeah, I concur.
Yes.